live, baby. This is the Super Biased Sports Show, a place where a fan can be a fan. Look, y'all, it's about to get here. Let's tap in.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Tell me how you like me now. How you like me?
What's up, world? This is the Super Biased Sports Show, a place where a fan can be a fan no matter how biased their take is. I'm your host, Big Houday, a.k.a. AFC Burrow. You guys know what this is. I'm here with a bunch of dope guys, and unfortunately, none of us have a dog in the fight, so I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
It's the bonnet, was what? We're doing well, man. We're doing well.
What's good? What's good?
Hey,
It's your boy
Bill's
T.
out here.
My bad.
Hey, it's the
Go ahead.
Bills.
Go ahead,
Pedro, you
man.
already know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this your boy T Time here. We still repping the Star, but we heavy in the off season mode right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Yesterday was tough, but I've experienced what everyone have experienced on the board, so it is definitely
Ooh-wee.
it's gonna be interesting to see how this Super Bowl matchup goes. But we got a slew of topics to talk about today. But first, before we talk about it, did you guys enjoy the games at least yesterday?
I think for me, it felt like almost both games was kind of controlled by the refs. Because San Fran was there, but it just, I don't know. I just think it was scripted. Yes, it felt so scripted yesterday.
Oh, scripted. Sheesh. It was
Now,
it was all right. I mean, it was the San Fran game was kind of boring because of the injury, but Philly was going to take that one no matter what. And I mean, the Cincy KC game, that was good, but I mean, them refs was out there like Oprah. You get a flag. You get a flag. You get a flag. It was raining.
Not even
yesterday.
flag. Yo, hold up. Now run that playback. Do over.
So remember when Madden had that feature where like you could reverse the play and do it over?
Rewind.
That's what the refs had going on like crazy yesterday. So, but overall, it was all right. It was good. It was a good weekend. Can't complain.
yeah, I wish San Fran game was a little better. Just with that injury happening so soon, it's one of those games like, what if? You know what I mean? You never know what could have happened. I mean, but hey, it is what it is, and yeah, let's see what happens. So what's the first topic we going with?
So, since we're already on the topic, let's talk about the Brock Purdy injury. And, the effects that it had on the game. You guys seen me when I put in this. As soon as I seen Brock Purdy injured, you guys seen me. And I know our Eagles friend in the chat, I could tell he kind of felt a little offended, but I couldn't hold back what I felt was the truth. I said it feels like the Eagles have gotten the luckiest, easiest path to the Super Bowl. I mean, if you think about it, easiest
Rebuilding Giants
schedules in the in their division and in the NFC. On top of the fact that I guess you could say the realest quarterback they did play this year was what? Was it Trevor Lawrence? Did they play the Jags, right? No. I mean,
we played the Jags.
I didn't.
Well, they play Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Excuse me, my fault. And then in the first round of the playoffs of their first game, I'm sorry, not the first round, but in their first game, they do play the Giants. We know the Giants, many injuries, very little to none wide receivers. You just key on Saquon, and you can pretty much control the game at that point. And then they go into the NFC Championship, and I mean, they take out Brock Purdy. Now, I do got to give credit to that defensive line because, I mean, it's not their fault he got hurt. The line should have been blocking, I mean, it's not their fault. They was applying pressure, and they did the job that they were supposed to do, get to the quarterback. Unfortunately, sometimes when you get hit, just like running backs, when they get hit, you can get nicked up and you can get damaged, so it does suck that Brock Purdy got injured because, only thing we can do is speculate on how that game could have went had Brock Purdy been in the game. Because I think they only passed like one time when he came back in the game, right?
I think it was like 4 for
If it was
4 for the
even
whole
a
game.
pass.
Okay.
It was like it was.
Well, no. I think his first 3 passes was before he got injured.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
He was doing
because I remember he was 3 for 3 for like 22 yards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, I mean, it sucks because again, you just got those fans that feel like they may have been robbed of a good game.
And then I put
the
some of
Eagles
it.
look dominant. The Eagles look dominant. So did that 49ers defense. But like I say, even if you have a number one defense, it's only but so long they can play like a number one defense if every 3 minutes they back out on the field. Every 2 minutes they back out on the field. Offense going 3 and out, punting. By the time you sit down, you put the oxygen mask, you look up, the punter already punting the ball up. Like,
See that's it's kind of Kyle Shanahan's fault too. Just a little bit if you just think about it. Right before halftime, what was their quarter? Johnson or something, whatever his quarterback was. They got a first down. And then he was like, you know what? There's 47 seconds left. Instead of going into the half 7-14, let's do this. Very next play, dude fumbles. Eagles pick it up. It's 21-7 instead of 7-14, and they were getting the ball back at halftime. So
apparently he suffered a complete tear of his UCL and his throwing elbow, and he's supposed to go under surgery. Now, if you guys know anything about the Tommy John surgery,
I know a few about that.
Yeah,
I watch baseball.
If anything about the Tommy John surgery, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same kind of surgery that they were speculating Josh Allen to potentially be having, and then also like Carson Palmer, dealt with something similar to this. And if you go under this surgery, it takes about like 2 years for you to be like, back to what you were.
It got a little bit better now.
I don't know. I mean, you could do a good surgery, but that rehab is, the rehab is still like, you can play, especially after a year, but you ain't really going to be like, for instance, Carson Palmer wasn't as effective until that second year. And then when he went over to the Cardinals. So, in my opinion, if you're Brock Purdy, because they did say he's seeking other opinions, if you're Brock Purdy, knowing that you're the last pick in the draft, and even though you just came off a beautiful run to the, beautiful run in the playoffs, for a team that has invested so much capital into Trey Lance, do you think you will be able to compete if you get this surgery?
I honestly think it's his job to lose, because the way they was 7 games in a row with him. Like, and what were they with Trey Lance when Trey Lance was actually playing?
But it's a 6-month recovery.
Right.
A 6-month recovery. He's gonna be there ready for first game.
Nah.
I don't think it matters. He's not coming. He's not gonna be the starter next year. It's gonna be Trey Lance. So all of this really.
Trey Lance ain't gonna be the starter next year. It's gonna be Tom Brady. Heard it here first. Heard it here first.
No, but in reality, it's going to be Trey Lance. They were going to have Trey Lance be the starter of this season, but obviously he got hurt and Jimmy G had to step in. So they want Trey Lance, and they're going to get rid of Jimmy G this year anyway. So because he's at least proven, Purdy is at least proven he's a good backup. So that's my personal opinion.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. And, and then
honestly,
I think you gotta go with Trey Lance, because think about it. We didn't see Trey Lance when they had Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey turned that whole team up since he came to the 49ers. He carried Jimmy G, and when Jimmy G got injured, he continued to help carry Brock Purdy. So adding that dynamic of Trey Lance, he just have to stay healthy in order to be able to develop, right? Because I mean, it's one thing to sit and keep watching on a tablet and not actually getting game experience. He's going to have 2 years of experience in a league, but not 2 years on the field. You know, it's different. Like, you know, if I, from my understanding, all of us have played football at some level of sport, whether if it was high school or whatever, college, and you know that it's a lot different when you're getting like game reps on the actual game, like in the actual game, opposed to if you just always in practice or like, you know, things of that nature. Like you get more when you are actually in that game, like, you know.
Right. And that's with any sport too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's only so much film you can study. Like Mike Tyson said, you have a plan until you get hit in the face. You know what I mean?
It's a fact.
Yeah, I think it's Trey Lance's job, and I think it's going to be. They definitely going to make it a battle, though. They're gonna. I feel like they're going to give Purdy a shot, but again, you don't know what he's going to look like after this. You don't know. Every recovery isn't the same. You know, they could say 6 months. It could be longer. You never know. So, you know, you got to see what it's going to be. But they are in the mode, though. San Fran is in the mode of win now. Like they have the luxury to also bring in a Tom Brady or somebody because they got 2 quarterbacks for no money.
Yeah,
and we all know the key to winning right now is to have a quarterback on a rookie contract. So they have that opportunity to even bring somebody else in. So, you know,
if I'm not mistaken, I think Trey Lance and Brock Purdy for the next couple of years is only counting like $5 million towards the cap together.
Yeah, they're pennies, especially because Purdy is a 7th round pick. So
no, he's the last pick.
Yeah,
the last pick.
So my boy out there, he putting in his volunteer hours. That's all that is.
That's a fact.
So, you know, yeah, I don't know. It was crazy though. I mean, what have we ever seen a team go through every quarterback that they had?
Even,
you know, every quarterback.
I mean, that's
second string, third string, fourth string.
That's the way though. I mean, look at last year for the Niners. They did the same exact thing, but for the running backs. I mean, how many running backs did they go through last year? So, I mean, you have to at least give it to the Niners. You have to at least give it to them for being at least resilient. They have mentality already of never, you know what I mean? So that's definitely.
And to be honest, it's just like if you're the GM and you have a roster that's ready to win now, but you've already put so much capital into a Trey Lance, it's kind of like you just have to deal with the development. Because if you decide, okay, I'm about to go all in on the quarterback that can help me win now, after I've already just went all in on the quarterback who I thought was going to be the future. All right, so then now I have a quarterback that I'm wasting pretty much money in development on, sitting on the bench, right? And then by the time the roster turns over to where, all right, now we're back into like the rebuilding phase, you got that same quarterback that didn't get any development because he was just sitting and watching